Welcome back to another episode of the Wise Mindset Guy podcast, where we dive into topics that empower your mental well-being. I am your host, Nat Plastino, and today we're exploring the profound journey of building a strong relationship with yourself. Well, you're probably wondering, what does that mean? You kind of ask that question to yourself is, how do I build a relationship with myself? We tend to basically build good relationships with other people. We build relationships with our family. We build relationships with our spouses, our kids, our friends. But do we really spend a lot of time looking into ourselves, building the right relationship with ourselves? So doing that, we should acknowledge, self-exploration, right? Learning a little more about that. Building a relationship with oneself starts with self-exploration. It's about kind of understanding your values, beliefs, strengths, and weaknesses. Take moments to reflect on your experiences, emotions, and aspirations. Self-awareness, right, is the cornerstone of this. It allows you to recognize patterns in your behavior and responses. Now, we can also embrace, when it comes to doing this, we can embrace self-compassion, right? Self-compassion is vital. I've talked about this on numerous times on podcasts, and you also probably started hearing more about this self-compassion, right? We often set, high standards for oneself, but being kind to oneself during struggles or failures is really crucial. Now, I'm not saying that we don't really strive for aiming high in life, right? But we have to understand that we're not perfect. We have to understand that not being perfect is not a problem, right? We should embrace imperfections. They make you unique. Practice self-care, right? We can do this by practicing self-care. We can prioritize our needs and also set boundaries to maintain a healthy relationship with yourself. We need to learn, and this is really important, learn how to say no. A lot of times we say yes to everyone when it comes to, can you do me this favor? I need help with this. And we always, a lot of times, not everyone, but a lot of us will say yes to other people because they want to be a pleaser, to please other people and say, if I don't do this for someone, they're not going to like me. But it's important that setting that boundary that we can say no. Learning how to say no. By saying no, we actually give ourselves a little more power and focus on ourselves. Now, focusing on ourselves is really important, and we can do this also by cultivating self-growth, right? Invest in your growth. Engage in activities that challenge and fulfill you. Learn new skills. Explore hobbies or dedicate time to self-improvement. I know I work full-time, but I still try to learn new things. I take online courses. We have this world now where we can learn almost anything online. You open up any kind of streaming service, or you can do a paid service that can learn how to get new skills, to learn new things. And when we learn new things, we may learn things about ourselves that we didn't know before. Growth, leads to deeper understanding of oneself, right? And it can actually foster personal development and resilience. Now remember that when it comes to ourselves, developing a relationship with oneself involves nurturing a strong connection, right? You got to spend quality time alone. What I do is I meditate. You can journal as well, or simply enjoy your own company. There's nothing wrong with solitude. We have this intent, this idea that we have to be around people all the time. That's not necessary. It doesn't mean you if you're a extrovert and you feel that you have to be around people, not a problem. But there are a lot of people who are introverts. They have time alone, and that time alone is allowing us to listen to our inner voice, and without judgment, of course. Judgment is one of those things that we have to make sure we don't do for ourselves. We do it all the time. And it actually can guide you towards authenticity and alignment with your true self. And remember that consistency is key. Building a relationship with yourself is an ongoing process. It doesn't happen overnight, right? Embrace the journey's fluctuations and adapt to changes. There's going to be ups and downs every single day, but a little bit, like 1% better every day is important. And prioritize your self-care practices, regularly check in with yourself, and celebrate those milestones, those wins along the way. 1% better every single day. So that's a wrap up for today's episode. Remember, investing in your relationship with yourself lays the foundation for a fulfilling and resilient life. Please, if you like this episode, I would implore you to please like this episode, rate and review. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And if you like this episode, please hit subscribe. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that as well. Remember, this is the Wise Mindset Guy podcast. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes in the near future. Until next time, take care of yourself.